An aviary is a large enclosure for confining birds. Unlike cages, aviaries allow birds a larger living space where they can fly, hence, aviaries are also sometimes known as flight cages. Aviaries often contain plants and shrubbery to simulate a natural environment. Types of aviaries. Public aviary. Large aviaries are often found in the setting of a zoological garden. Spacious walk-in aviaries also exist in bird parks such as Jurong Bird Park in Singapore. Pittsburgh is home to the USA's National Aviary, perhaps the most prominent example in North America of an aviary not set inside a zoo. The Tracy Aviary is an example of a bird park within a public urban park, Liberty Park in Salt Lake City, Utah. Some public aquaria, such as the Oregon Coast Aquarium, Newport, Oregon, or the Monterey Bay Aquarium, have aquatic aviaries. History. An aviary is a large cage to house and display birds, dating as far back and possibly earlier than the 1500s, found in the Aztec city of Tenochtitlan, as noted by Hernán Cortés when he and his men arrived in 1521. Also, the Raven Cage in 1829 is regarded as one of the oldest structures in the London Zoo. The first large aviary inside a zoological garden was established in 1880 in the setting of the Rotterdam Zoo. In 1902, a flying cage was completed in the setting of the National Zoological Park of the Smithsonian Institution. A new Great Flying Cage was built in 1964. The St. Louis Zoo is home to the 1904 World's Fair Flight Cage. It is one of only two permanent structures built for the World's Fair which still remain. In 1904, it was the largest bird cage ever built. It remains one of the world's largest free-flight aviaries. The 69 meters long, 26 meters wide, and 15 meters high cage was built by the Smithsonian Institution specifically for the St. Louis World's Fair. Local pride in the giant cage motivated St. Louis to finally establish a zoo in 1910. In 1937, the San Diego Zoo's aviary, designed by architect Louis John Gill, opened. It was then the largest in the world. The mammoth steel structure, 55 meters long, 18 meters wide and more than 30 meters high, funded by the Works Progress Administration at a cost of $50,000, had no beams, cross-guy wires to impede the flight of the birds. With the Antwerp cage system, birds are only separate from public with a light system used indoor. The bird building at Antwerp Zoo. At the Frankfurt Zoo, the birdhouse was built in 1969. Its bird halls presented birds for the first time in large glassed miniature habitats. In diving exhibits, darters and kingfishers could be seen hunting underwater, and in the free flight hall visitors still walk amongst tropical birds in dense vegetation. In 1963, the same principle was used outdoors to construct the bird thicket. 10 aviaries surrounded by dense bushes and designed in various habitat settings, which visitors can enter through wire-netted doors and curtains of cords. The Snowdon Aviary in London Zoo was designed by Anthony Armstrong Jones, 1st Earl of Snowdon, Cedric Price and Frank Newby, and built in 1962 to 1964. The Bronx Zoo's World of Birds, a two-story birdhouse completed in 1972, is a huge landscaped, indoor free-flight exhibit. The one-way flow pattern in the exhibit moves the visitors through 25 birds' habitats, ranging from desert to tropical forest. Each setting recreates with impressive fidelity the microculture of the birds that fly merely about within the diorama world, complete with living plants. 5 of the aviaries are completely open. In 2 of the largest, the uncaged public walks through the habitat with birds freely overhead. The Henry Dawley Zoo's Simmons Aviary opened in 1983 and is one of the world's largest free-flight aviaries. About 500 birds from all parts of the world occupy the area of the aviary. In this 16,000 square meter exhibit, visitors see flamingos, ducks, swans, storks, cranes, spoonbills, ibis and egrets. The aviary is 240 meters long and rises to 23 meters at the center. The structure of 2-inch nylon mesh is supported by a system of cables and poles. The use of nylon instead of wire is a unique concept. Birds of Eden Bird Sanctuary, located in the Western Cape of South Africa, is possibly the largest free-flight aviary in the world. The aviary opened in 2005 and covers an area of 21,761 square meters with a total volume of 375,372 cubic meters. It is home to around 3,000 individual birds from 200 species. List of public aviaries: birds.Aviaries, Iquique, Brazil; Birds of Eden, Western Cape, South Africa; Bleedle Floral Conservatory, Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada; Butterfly World, Coconut Creek, Florida, USA; Clissold Park, Hackney, UK; Edward Yuda Aviary, Hong Kong; Flamingo Gardens, Davie, Florida, USA; Flying High Birds Sanctuary, Appletree Creek, Australia; Jurong Bird Park, Singapore; Kobe Kachoen, Kobe, Japan; Kuala Lumpur Bird Park, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia; Bird Park Islamabad; Lakeview Park, Rowell Lake, Islamabad; Living Coasts, Torquay, Devon, UK; National Aviary, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, USA; Niagara Falls Aviary, Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada; Nicholas Wildlife Aviary Complex, Botanic Gardens Street, Vincent Kingstown, St. Vincent and the Grenadines; Turtleback Zoo, New Jersey, USA; Miami Metro Zoo, Florida, USA has an aviary with many different birds that walk among you. Palmitos Park, Canary Islands, Spain; Snowdon Aviary, London, UK; Sylvan Heights Waterfowl Park, Scotland; North Carolina, USA; Tracy Aviary, Salt Lake City, Utah, USA; Volières Zurich, Engop, Switzerland; Weltvogel Park, Walsrode, Germany. Home aviary. Home aviaries are popular with some bird fanciers who have the space for them. Many bird breeders list themselves as aviaries, since most bird pairs breed best in aviaries in contrast to breeding cages. The traditional home aviary is a do-it-yourself product, although these days sturdy, commercial aviaries are available to fit all spaces, sizes and budgets. There are two main subcategories of home aviaries: grounded aviaries and suspended aviaries. Grounded aviaries are affixed to the ground with a concrete base to prevent rats and other vermin from entering. Suspended aviaries are suspended in the air with only the legs of the aviaries affixed to the ground. Hence, the need for a protective base is eliminated in suspended aviaries. Most grounded aviaries typically feature a woodwork or PVC frame, unlike the metal frame of public aviaries. However, it isn't uncommon for suspended aviaries to feature a metal frame. Gallery.